The scriptures don't teach us to be assertive. The scriptures teach us, and this is remarkable, the scriptures teach us to be submissive. This is not a popular idea for good reasons, because this is a very hard route to take. Let me ask you this. Do you think David wanted to cut Goliath's head off? I think he did. I think he wanted to do that more than anything in the world. What 12-year-old boy wouldn't love to cut off a giant's head? Read your children's literature. Every great hero cuts off a giant's head. It's just like in Walt Disney movies, the bad guy always gets eaten by dogs. In children's fantasies, the hero always cuts off a bad guy's head. And it's always a much bigger guy than the hero. I'll bet David spent a great deal of his time that he's out there watching sheep. Have you ever watched sheep? Not much to look at. Young guy, he's out there. He's supposedly watching sheep, which he is kind of keeping an eye on him. But the whole time, he is, in his imagination, slaughtering Philistines, left and right. He's a good red-blooded Hebrew. He loves to kill Philistines. He lives for that. That gives meaning and shape to his dreams. And what a drag. His dad sends his brothers out to do that he's dreamed of doing all his life. And he's stuck at home watching sheep. What a bore. What a pathetic, tragic bore. I can just imagine that he probably, when he killed the lion, it probably wasn't even chasing the sheep. When David finally got to kill the giant, what did he really go out to do? How humiliating. He was taking sandwiches to his brothers. Here is a regular guy, wants to be a great soldier, wants to do great things, and his dad says, David, come in from the sheep. I've got a job for you. And I can see David getting really excited. He's going to send me to fight the Philistines, because David doesn't know he's a little squirt. He goes in and his dad says, David, I want you to take these sandwiches to your brothers. How humiliating. So David takes the sandwiches to his brothers. When did David get to kill Goliath? He got to kill Goliath after he had taken the sandwiches to his brothers. Folks, when we learn to obey, when we learn to follow, we may become able to lead, but we are not going to be fit to lead until we are able to follow. When we learn to listen, after we have got the art of listening down, we are going to have something to say. But if we never learn to listen, we're going to talk, and never say a word. Everything in life is backwards from the way we think it's supposed to be. That was God's mean little joke that he played on us all. But that's okay. If he wants to have quirks, he can. He's God after all. And we can argue with him about it. But in the end, he's going to win anyway. So we may as well say, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Submitting is a drag. Submitting isn't particularly exciting. Submitting does not give us the psychological boost of having asserted ourselves. But in submitting, we find greater happiness than we do in asserting ourselves.